Progressive versus pragmatic, Medicare for all versus not all in. Democratic presidential candidates debating where they agree and disagree. Round one was last night. Round two is tonight. So let's talk about this with our political panel. We have Democratic strategist Joe Zepecki, founder of Zepecki Communications, and Professor Van Mobley, longtime Republican and President Trump supporter. Gentlemen, let's begin with this soundbite from Senator Warren last night.
I don't understand why anybody goes to all the trouble of running for president of the United States just to talk about what we really can't do and shouldn't fight for.
All right, Joe, let's apply that to the health care debate. A robust debate last night. Do you think Democrats are trying to navigate here versus in the Medicare for all, or those who are still trying to hold on to private health insurance?
This is exactly what primary contests should be about. How do we move forward, get more people covered, make healthcare more affordable? Either one of those approaches is better than what President Trump and congressional Republicans have tried to do. His first term on healthcare can be defined by trying again to take away protections for people with pre-existing conditions.
But do you think the party at this point is ready to say it's got to be one or the other, or are they going to have to find some sort of compromise here?
I think we're a long way away from that. That's what this debate is about. We're going to see fewer candidates as we move forward. This is the right time for this conversation, and whoever emerges and whatever their health care plan, it's going to stack up very well against President Trump.
Van Mobley, you were with President Trump when he was just in town here this month. Was he talking about health care? And do Republicans really have a health care plan except for repeal and replace?
Well, I think President Trump has actually done a number of executive actions this year in order to cut drug prices. The courts have gotten in the way of some of his actions, but they're working and drug prices have come down. I believe if the Nancy Pelosi, for example, would cooperate and finally move on from this Russian collusion nonsense, maybe we could get some more productivity. And the Republicans, they take care of people with pre-existing conditions, and President Trump has made that clear.
But how? Because that was the debate we saw in 2018 that largely helped Wisconsin Democrats win.
Well, it was a nonsense debate. The only thing that they've changed on the Obamacare is they took away the mandates, which have helped people as well, and it hasn't driven up the premiums either. I think Trump is going to come forward with a more extensive plan as we move forward to Election Day, and I think it'll be a very good one based on market forces and transparency.
Joe, tonight is round two. What do you expect out of Joe Biden, and is there all the pressure is on him?
No, I think we're going to see more of the same, which is a spirited conversation about the future of America, where we go from here. And that stands in very stark contrast to what we see out of the White House every day, right? We talk about going backwards. We can't go backwards. We have to go forwards, and we need to get rid of the Twitter temper tantrums, the trade wars that are bad for Wisconsin farmers, and out of control healthcare costs. It is good that Democrats are having this fight right now about where we go, but any candidate who emerges is going to be better off and better suited to take the fight to President Trump next year.
Quick response, Van. Any concerns on your part on how Democrats are looking right now?
Oh, no, I think they look like they're bitter and sour because their Russian collusion hoax collapsed on them. But President Trump is leading us forward. We've got jobs, and he is negotiating hard on trade. The Democrats should come along and pass the USMCA instead of being obstructionist.
All right, we'll see what happens tonight. The Democratic National Convention is coming to Wisconsin in July of next year. We have it all covered for you on our webpage.